This wonderful lady is recognized by the online magazine Drive Daily as one of Alberta's 13 most inspiring female entrepreneurs. She's definitely inspired me. Michelle is a certified management consultant, certified business coach, and entrepreneurial trainer. Michelle offers business consulting, coaching, and business skill trainings for female entrepreneurs, just like you and I, who are building a business, and helps them develop a business that brings them joy and profit. And I know a few of us on the call have definitely experienced working with Michelle on a deeper level, and it's changed our lives. Michelle has been recognized by organizations such as the Rocky Mountain House Chamber of Commerce with the Customer Service Excellence Award, the Red Deer and District Community Foundation with the Women of Excellence Award in the Business and Professions category, the Canadian Business Chicks Women of Inspiration Award in the Boss Chick Mentor category. I love that, the Boss Chick, as an award nominee by Alberta's Women Entrepreneurs. She is on international stages as a professional public speaker and entrepreneurial trainer, and runs her own coaching, consulting, and business owner, and runs her own coaching and consulting and business owner training firm, Wow International Women in Business and Leadership. She's a mom, a wife, and loves spending time with her golden doodle buddy. I see he's not in the chair behind you. What I love about Michelle is she is so passionate about helping women. She instantly makes you feel at home and that you belong, whether it's in the Wow tribe or in her kitchen. She combines her business building excellence while having fun, living life to the fullest, perhaps with a glass of wine in her hand. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you Michelle Andruszak.
Thank you. Thank you, Carmen. I appreciate that. Wow, that's a long introduction. I have to learn how to shorten that. But yes, I thank you for the kitchen pot, because a couple of ladies in this room I have cooked for you in my kitchen. And so thank you for that. So today I wanted to share with you a new dance, and it's not the Macarena, although it kind of looks like that. You know, if you saw the Facebook Live that I posted yesterday about the content I wanted to share with you today, it kind of looks like that when I go heart, head, hands, heart, because today I wanted to share with you the 4 H's and the 4-H methodology behind Connect marketing. Now, this might be a little bit of a repeat of what I have showcased in my credibility pathway to profitability 5-week program that some of you might have taken. I'll put the information about that in the chat because it's available for anybody watching the recording to take that 5-week program with me. And so today I want to talk to you about connecting, engaging with your most valuable client. If you really don't have a handle on who your MVC is, and you should check that out every 6 months, then thinking about who your MVC is, what their pain points are, what their desires are, so you can speak from the heart, talk logically from the head, ask them to join you on the journey, which is engaging with your business, and then finally experience the heartfelt results of what your solution provides for them. So how do you do this? Thinking about the 4 H's, when you're writing down notes, I want you to write down the first H is heart. H-E-A-R-T. I'm trying to say it in my best Canadian accent because I would normally say hot. So I'm trying to pronounce my words correctly today. The second H is head, which also sounds Canadian and Australian, same thing, head. And then hands is the third H. And then, because it's so important, at the end we go back to the 4th H, which is heart. Or, as I say it, heart. Connect heart to heart. That's how I say it. So that's the outline of what I want to talk to you about today. But what the heck is connect marketing versus regular marketing? What is that? Well, regular marketing is the marketing the ShamWow guy does. Anyone see the ShamWow guy? Right? The stuff that Tony Little does on his air exerciser thing, right? With the ponytail flying. We all want one of those ponytails, right, Tony? And so that's the marketing that we have been force fed as consumers for decades, for absolute decades. And now, especially during COVID, and we have all these controls of pausing, skipping ads, skimming by if anything looks like an ad. We have the power in our hands to just ignore advertising altogether. Ignore marketing altogether. Scroll, scroll, scroll. It's not even a second. If something looks like an ad, people are repelled by it. You're not attracting your customers by marketing and selling anymore. You're just not. So if you're coming out and say, hey, I've got this product and you should buy it, people are running the other direction. So what I want you to consider today is the idea of connect marketing. How do we connect with our most valuable client? Well, first you have to figure out who your most valuable client is. You have to spend a lot of time there. In fact, if you've worked with me one-on-one, that's where we start, and that's where we go back again, and we go back again, and we go back again, because the needs and desires of your most valuable client change on a day-to-day basis. 6 months ago, your most valuable client's needs were not what they are today. What's keeping him or her up at night and freaking them out or worrying them, or they're so inspired that they can imagine a life that's different than what they're already having right now, that's different. It's different 2 weeks ago. It's going to be different after the election tomorrow. It's going to be different. So this is something that you have to consult your most valuable client avatar each day and say, what's keeping her awake at night and what is her desire? And that changes. For Kim, that changes every time the Facebook platform changes, right? It changed when TikTok came on. You know, it's like, oh, we going back to Pinterest? I don't know. So when you're thinking about your most valuable client, we need to know who she is or he is, what their age is, what their desires are on an emotional level. That's why the first H is heart. Because people buy everything, whether it's candles, whether it's health products, whether it's services, whether it's oils, whether it's beautiful hair products, whether it's social media services or copywriting services, it doesn't matter. People buy emotionally first. We are emotional beings. So we buy emotionally first, then we justify the purchase with logic later. So, do you think I bought this size of a coffee cup with a Wonder Woman logo on it based on logic? No, this makes no sense, right? But I emotionally love the whole idea of having superpowers. And maybe if I drink out of this cup, I'll get them. That's totally an emotional experience when you fall in love with a pair of shoes. I even have Wonder Woman shoes. If I put them on, maybe I get superpowers. I don't know. So when you're thinking about why your most valuable client buys from you, they buy from you emotionally. So you need to do a deep dive into what emotions are they feeling to connect with them. You know, are they feeling good about themselves? Are they feeling frustrated by their to-do list? Are they feeling that they're not confident enough to do what they say they're going to do? Are they feeling overwhelmed? How are they feeling from a pain perspective? And also, how do they want to feel after an engagement with you as a reward from dealing with you? So if I buy this beautiful lavender sage candle from Candace, how I want to feel is I want to feel like my room is filled with a fragrance that keeps me calm, keeps me meditative, makes me feel good. It generates a feeling. And then I can logically say, but I bought it from Candace because it's all natural soy products. It has a wooden wick. She said it's natural fragrances. So that's the logic that comes after the feeling. But we buy on the feeling. The money is traded on the feeling, ladies, not on the logic. So the first H of Connect Marketing, and by Connect Marketing, the first H could be developed. This formula could be used on a Facebook post. Even better, it's done in a Facebook Live video. If you're a public speaker or you want to be and you're creating your own stage like Kelsey is, you develop your signature talk based on these formula. So the first H is the connection H, the connection with the emotional, the connection with the heart. It is the girl, I know you're laying awake at night wondering how you're going to tackle that to-do list in your business in tomorrow, and you don't know which one to start with. And that to-do list is overwhelming you, and you don't know what's productive and what's not, and you're sick and tired of the hustle, and you're sick and tired of being busy, but finally you want to have a successful productive day. So what would that look like? I get it. I've had those days too. So when you're thinking about connecting with your MVC, the first H is the girl. I get you. I understand the emotions that you're feeling right now. I understand the desires of what you want, like the desire of, you know what, can you imagine a day where you're having a $10,000 month in sales consistently for 12 months, and you look back at your financial statements because you love your numbers and go, yay, I achieved it? What would that feeling look like? That exuberance look like? Imagine what that would look like. So when you're working with the first H, you're bringing your messaging together either over a pain point that person is feeling. So you're lying awake at night, you're feeling frustrated, anything related to a pain that your product or service solves. Like you might look in the mirror and go, damn, how did I get this hair? What happened? How did I get all these split ends? I can't go out. I'm not confident enough to go out. I need to put a toque on. So when you're thinking about the pain point that your most valuable customer is, make a list. Make a list of the pain she's in. And then each marketing message addresses that pain point. Make a list on the other side of the page. What are the rewards? What is the life she imagines? What is the dream she has for her life? Does she want to spend more time with her kids while running a business? Does she want that flexibility? Does she want to be fabulous over 50? I just turned 50 this year. Of course I want to be freaking fabulous, right? So when it comes to knowing your most valuable client, you need to first share with your most valuable client that you understand her. And I'm just assuming it's a her because we're all women, so I'm going to call it her, that you understand her. So a good message for your marketing is not where your client understands what you do. Like the client might say, oh yeah, Candace makes candles. However, a good message showcases to your client or your customer that you get them, that you understand what they're going through. And especially when you're a public speaker, if you've ever gone into the masterclass that you have in the VIP tribe called Shut the Duck Up, my mindset one, I start the masterclass with sharing what my ducks are. The I'm not good enough. The you're too fat to be on a paddleboard. The how dare you think you're smart enough to run a business. So I share those ducks. Why? Because it's the first H, it's the connection, because you have those ducks too. And we connect on an emotional level. So that first H is, and it could be a Facebook Live where you say, hey, I get it. You're probably laid awake because, you know, you had insomnia last night because you've got to put a social media post on Instagram tomorrow. What's that going to look like? Did it keep you up all night? Do you know what to say? What hashtags to use? That's pretty freaking confusing. I get it. That's why now you move into the head. So we connect emotionally, and then we move into the head because why? We purchase emotionally, we justify with logic, secondly. So then the head portion of it is the logical portion of the solution that you're offering. In my Shut the Duck Up presentation, I share the science between metacognition and neuroplasticity, why our brains work the way they do. I show brain scans in that presentation that you all have at your fingertips, and justify why am I having these thoughts and how it impacts the brain, because this is the science behind it. So what is the science or the logic behind your solution? So the stats could be, if you hire a social media manager who knows what she's doing, she'll increase your reach by 93%. I mean, I think I saw a client statistics a couple of days ago, and their reach had gone up like 4,000% by hiring somebody. So when you're looking at what is the logical benefit of an engagement with you. So it could be, you know, Anita writes all my wow emails now. You didn't know I don't write them. She writes them. She writes them so much better than I do. So what did she do? She took the stress out of my email marketing. So that's number one. It's like, are you stressed out by your email marketing because you just don't know what to say? And the solution is, logically, email marketing has a 30% higher rate of return on investment than social media. Sorry, Kim, statistically proven. However, if you want someone to come along and make your conversion rate higher, but you don't know what to say, here's the logical solution. So think about your product and service. You're connecting with the heart, with the girl, I got you. I understand you. I've been in the same boat as you. I understand what it's like to have, you know, hair issues after I've gone through, you know, health treatments. What does that look like? So this is the logical science behind the solution. Just like if I was doing Young Living oils. Okay, I get that you want to feel good in your space, but this scent makes you feel da 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 da. And the reason why it makes you feel that way is because statistics. Now you don't want to do the snooze and lose because we got 2 more H's. So we're talking 1 minute on the first H, 1 minute on the second H for a 4-minute video. The third H is what no one does. And that's why no one's getting results. And that's why no one's getting conversions, because women, especially in business, love to teach and they don't like to ask. So we love to teach, we love to connect, we love to inspire, but we don't like to ask. But the third H needs to be there if you want to build a profitable business and have money coming in. None of you want to be a volunteer in your business. So that third H is hands. You're going to reach out your hands to your most valuable client, and you're going to ask her to come on a journey with you. You're not going to ask her to buy something. You're not going to hold out your hands and say, give me money. Although, you know, if that worked, that'd be fantastic, right? Give me money. That'd be great. Just throw it at me. You don't even have to bundle it. I'll take dollars. No, that's not that kind of show. So you're going to put your hands out and say, come on this journey with me. So you, in the credibility program, session 5, some of you have already done it. We map out, what does that customer journey look like? What kind of journey do you want to take me on as your most valuable customer? Where's the test drive? Do I get samples? Where is the opportunity to maybe work one-on-one with you privately for maybe 15, 20 minutes to do a discovery call or a consultation or have that test drive conversation? Where is the point where you want someone to purchase on that customer journey? And then here's another thing women don't do. We don't have aftercare programs to retain the people that already love us. We don't do our follow-up to retain the people. You cannot run a profitable business. I'm going to say this twice. You cannot run a profitable business if you don't have at least an 80% client retention ratio. 80% of your clients that buy from you once should be coming back, should be coming back, should be coming back. And then you generate an army of advocates that speak for you. So the person that's coming back is also bringing a friend and bringing another friend and becoming a collaborator, even better. So when you're thinking about that H that says ask, sometimes we call it a call to action, but a call to action is very salesy, it's very markety, and it repels people. It's like, buy my stuff. That's a call to action. Click here to buy my stuff. However, what about if we soften it up a little bit? Because none of us want to be salesy and markety anymore. So what about if you invite somebody to come on the journey with you? Would you like to join me in a 5-week journey so I can help you increase your sales? That's your decision to make if you want to join me on the journey. I'm already going on the journey, but you can come with me if you want. It'd be like saying, hey, would you like to join me on the journey of never having to be on Facebook again, but still being on Facebook with your business? It's like, yeah, where do I sign up? Right? Or would you like to join me on the journey of being 78 and a half and being in tip-top shape because I take these great supplements and I have great shakes and I have a great lifestyle, and you can start it as soon as you hit 50 or younger? Or would you like to join me on a journey of learning how to deal with the chaos of Christmas and all the gong show that comes along with? Because I can help you do that. We can go on that journey together. So the third is ask with your hands. So heart, girl, I get you. I see you. I understand you. It's like I hear what you're saying because I've been there too. And then logic of this is the science behind the solution, or this is the results that some of my clients get. And then the last H is going back to the heart, because we want to bookend this message with emotion. We're going to start with emotion. We're going to end with emotion. But the last H, the first H is like, girl, I get you. I see your pain. I see what you want. I see what you're imagining. The last H is, now I want you to imagine that after an interaction with me, you have what you want. What does that look like? What does it feel like? So it would be, I'm going to pick on Kelsey because I'm one of her fabulous clients. Look at my fabulous hair. So I want to pick on Kelsey and say, you know what, girl? I get it. I get you've had certain health procedures before and your hair doesn't look like your hair anymore. Or maybe you've hit menopause and your hair doesn't look like your hair anymore. It's not behaving like your hair. It's dry, it's brittle, what have you. However, I can tell you that the Monat selection is filled with science-backed whatever products are in it. Kelsey, you can say the words. That if you come on a discovery journey with me and Monat, Then your hair will finally be manageable, soft, something your husband wants to run his fingers through. Imagine what that would feel like. So you can have your confidence back. You can feel sexy and fabulous over 50. So see how that bookend is? It's like, girl, I get you're frustrated and you're upset and you don't recognize yourself anymore. Here's the science behind what the solution is I'm offering you. Come on a journey with me. I'd like to share this journey with you because the results you get from an interaction with me is. So you can map this out in a Facebook message as a 4-sentence type of post. You could do this as a 4-minute video. You could do it as a 60-minute presentation at an online summit or conference. Mapping out those, and so this is the way we connect versus marketing and selling. This is the way we build credibility. And thinking about, but you have to get really clear on who's your MVC, who are you? Like, who the hell are you? If I said, what's your personal brand statement? There's a few of you that could tell me. And then what gives you the credibility to do what you do? What's your customer journey look like? And make sure, those of you who work with me know this, make sure that you have a retention program. It's strategic. And we call it, because we don't want to call it retention. We don't want to call it upsales, all those kind of things, because women don't do that. We don't like to do that. That's too salesy. We call it aftercare. It's the care you're going to give your client after the transaction to make sure, is your candle burning well? How do you like it so far? Oh, good. I'm really glad you're enjoying it. Have a wonderful day. Is it okay if I send you an email when we have a next discounted sale? So aftercare should be a part of your client care experience. The client care experience doesn't stop at the transaction. It's like, what kind of response did you get from the last email you sent out that I wrote for you? Did you get anybody calling for discovery calls? How can I help you get more? What's the aftercare program? Oh, look, Facebook changed again. Thank God I'm one of Kim's clients because I can be part of her aftercare program and she can tell me where I can find stuff again. So thinking about the journey with your customer should never end. They should keep coming back and bring all their friends because that's how you put money in your pocket. So with the 4 H's, you can use that formula to do everything relation to connection, engagement, whether you're doing an Instagram post, whether you're doing a story, whether you're on LinkedIn, whether you're writing a blog, whether you're doing videos, whether you're a professional speaker on stage. You totally want to use the 4-H formula for connection. Otherwise, you're going to come off spammy and salesy, and people are going to run like they run from the ShamWow guy. Did you see him when they first started doing the masks and he was on TV again? I'm going, oh my God, he's back. Click, change a channel. So when you're thinking about connecting with your audience, first of all, you have to connect emotionally because they are emotional beings. They will justify with logic after they've made the purchase. So the 4 H's, it's your new marketing dance. It's not the Macarena, it's the heart, it's the head, it's the hands, it's the heart. Oh, Macarena. So when you're building your messaging, when you're building your emails, when you're building your social media posts, when you're building your videos, make sure you're hitting all those points. The connection of, I understand my most valuable client probably better than she does herself. And so Mary Lou, who's part of our VIP tribe, told me this years ago, and I hung on to it. She said, they will never care how much you know until they know how much you care. So that's that first heartfelt H. It's proving that you care and you understand them. If you don't have an understanding of the pain points and the desires of your most valuable customer, you are totally missing the boat to profitability. And then H is the head, because we justify with logic later. So you need to give them the logic that they can justify with. So Candace gave me the logic that soy candles burn cleaner and the natural scents and non-toxic, so I can have them in my house. Right? So what's the logic that they need to tell themselves after they purchase? Or what's the logic between my Wonder Woman shoes and how I'm going to explain it to my husband? Right? Because they want a logical explanation. Oh, by the way, I justified that. It's like, yes, I had them made in the UK just for me, and I'm going to use them as my brand. So every time I'm on stage, people will remember me as the girl with the Wonder Woman shoes. And you know what? It worked. People take when I'm on stage in real life, then people come up and they don't take a picture of my face. They said, "Hey, can I take a picture of your shoes?" I was like, "Sure, it happens." So, and then don't forget to ask for what you want. You want your customer to go on a journey with you, and that needs to be a lifelong journey, not just a 15-minute quick dirty buy journey. It's a lifelong journey where they become your advocate and they do reviews on Google and Facebook and video and all of those great things. And they sit here and say, "Hey, working with Michelle has changed my life." I'm going, that's the best advocacy ever. And then last but not least, that last heart-centered portion of it is allow them to imagine a life that's different because you've had an impact on it. And you will all have an impact on their life, whether you're selling social media, whether you're copywriting, whether you have an essential oils, whether you're a coach, whether you have nutritional products, whether you have hair products, whether you have candles. Everything that person touches has an impact on their life. It could be, I get to go hiking with Lucinda on weekends now and do what I love to do because Anita's writing my emails and Kim's doing my social media. I don't have to spend Saturday and Sunday doing that stuff anymore, right? And now I have the energy to do it because I'm taking supplements from Lorraine and I'm working on great habits. So I make sure I've got my water with me because Carmen taught me how, and I can wear my beautiful hair without a hat because I use Monet, all of those things. Doesn't matter what you sell, what you create, what you promote, you will have an impact on somebody's life somehow, some way, and you need to showcase what that looks like. Better yet, you have your advocates showcase what that looks like. So when you're thinking about putting your messages together, and I'm going to wrap it up here, is first of all, know your MVC, use the know yourself as the personal brand that you are. Put your messages together using the 4H methodology I taught you today, and map out your customer journey. Where do you want them to start? Where do you want them to end? And how do you want them to come back? So with that said, that's my 4H's. Now you have a new dance with heart, head, hands, heart, hey, Macarena.